Hi everyone! Today we have a clinic date. Oh my god, there's fucking rats in my car. And they've been eating the stuffing, and I saw it yesterday and it wasn't that bad. There might be a rat in there. Maybe. Let's hope it doesn't bite us.
How did they get in?
You know, I don't really know. But they're very small. They can fit through a hole the size of a quarter, so I'm guessing that there's a little something somewhere. I had no space in the house, so I started like putting Rice Krispie squares in the trunk, and I think that's what did it. The shitty part is that they're not even for us, they're for my support group. You know what they say, no good deed goes unpunished.
Well, that's why you shouldn't do good deeds.
Oh, we did it. We did it! Could you quit fucking smoking in my car? Put that fucking thing out! You know how I feel about that. Maybe you should smoke in the car and it'll smoke the rats out.
Yeah.
It's a serious case of fuck my life, right? When you've got rats in your car.
That'd be creepy if
Fucking rats in the car.
suddenly one came tripped over.
I know, and they're kind of cute though. Like, I could make friends with them, but they might carry diseases.
Yeah.
And I know they've been there because I saw how much stuffing they ripped out of my upholstery yesterday, and it's definitely more today. So they're at it. They're nesting.
Look, there's the do nothing janitor.
Yeah. Nope, they don't even plow. Don't worry, I've done this before.
Going down's not treacherous?
What?
Going down ain't treacherous?
Oh, no, I've got four-wheel drive. But look what we're dealing with. But this is after a path has been carved. But the other day I went down the other exit of the alley and I promptly got stuck, and then I got stuck on the way back.
Ooh, this looks treacherous.
Look at this shit. Why is this van parked here?
Right in the corner.
Look, there's not even any room for me to come
You're
out.
gonna have to go in there and back
I know,
out.
yeah. But what the actual fuck? There's no space for this kind of stuff. I could get stuck in any of these snowmen. Okay.
Four-wheel drive, isn't it?
Yes, I know. That's why I love my shit box. It drives very well. It doesn't look good, but it's a great car. So here's where we're going. That's Westmount Square. And you guys know that I like to go to Westmount because that's where the rich people go. I like to go to the rich people clinic as much as possible. So what's great is look at this luxury. They have indoor parking. And also they have a wheelchair parking right here, and it's free.
It's free?
Yeah. Okay, this is not good, but there's no wheelchair parking. Like last time it was so easy, but I'm gonna have to just do it here and then I'll go park somewhere else after. Yeah, I had to just kind of park in the middle of the passage. You need help? Yeah, can you hold this? Yes. Thank you. The little one goes on the left, right?
Yes, just press it.
Yeah.
This one's the left one?
Yeah.
Just hold it. Yeah, get this one. Okay. Thank you very much. And the janitor's telling me how to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I've never done it before. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah,
No, leave that there. I'm gonna get it after. Okay, go. Oh. Okay, we did it. I went to get the security guard. We can't figure out where the elevator is. So you go down that way?
Yeah,
Oh.
first you enter. You see the door or something?
Oh, there's a door there. Oh, okay. We decided to split up. He's gonna go find the elevator. I'm gonna go sign him up, well, register him at the clinic. What's up?
No, it was like a maze down there looking for the elevator, and then they had all these arrows pointing towards the elevator, but I got real confused because the wheelchair sign was pointing the other way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't very user friendly. Well, you're here now, so
I
it's...
think they're standard. They all just point one way, like that way. But if the arrow's going that way and the wheelchair's facing that way,
Oh, the wheelchair was facing the other way.
yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
So
Well,
it's like I hit a fork in the road.
you didn't know which way to
Like,
go.
sure. But it said Ascensor over the.
Well, that kind of tells you that's
Good.
where the elevator is. Here we are already in the imaging room here. Arron got antsy after 5 minutes, tried to leave. I was just pulling him back, and they called him. Imagine.
Yeah, I get kind of antsy in these places.
You were like
Feel-
ready to take off
Yeah,
after
must
like
feel
5
the-
minutes. Like we got to take off all the Terminator gloves.
Feel the EMS.
Hi.
Give no chain, eh?
No.
No.
Nothing.
Chain?
No.
Shoulder's okay now.
Oh, he's done already. That was so fast. So you had the X-ray, and now you're gonna go do the ultrasound.
Yeah, it's weird. Like we did this. We set this all up, and my arm's killing me.
Yeah, he injured it. He had an accident.
I got a weight machine that keeps you in shape in the winter. And there's one that does this exercise.
She'll be with you in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, side
I found
flies.
The hard way that I can't do that exercise. It's like
But didn't you used to do it?
really no.
Oh, you never did it.
Yeah, I used to not do that, but now
Aye.
it does that every time I try that.
No, but you
exercise.
used to do this exercise before.
Yeah, it was okay. It's fine.
Okay, so then something's not right because now all of a sudden you can't do the side flies. Or whatever that's called. I think it's called. No,
Yeah.
is it called side flies?
I guess.
Whatever.
Anyway,
Yeah.
they're like this, and it like, oh my god, it ripped all my, like it felt like it ripped my tendons up where they had hooked onto the bottom. It was horrible. I could only sleep in like one position, which wasn't even that good.
Yeah, it was really bad for like
It
a
was like
week,
2 weeks.
2
I
weeks.
was really worried that I had permanently damaged something. And yeah, so magically it reached a crescendo, the pain, and then the next day it was magically better. So it was good. I said a prayer the night before, so maybe that's why.
Yeah. When it gets to that point, we're like begging God, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess he listened.
So, 'cause I only pray when I'm in trouble.
Yeah. It's just as well.
So you're here again. What do you want?
You're in shit again, huh?
Yeah.
What did you do this time?
So you learned. I've been a little distracted, and I wasn't praying on a normal basis. Yeah, I pray when I just want something. Granted. Ooh,
Came through for
I
you.
feel terrific.
Yeah. Well, but we decided to come and do this anyway because
Yeah.
usually, okay, when you get an ultrasound for like an organ, you'll get it within a couple of weeks. But when it's for something that they consider not urgent, such as like anything to do with the, joints, it could take a year. So when I came and brought the requisition and they said it could take 8 months to a year, I was like, what? And I told them, well, he needs his, they're like, yeah, because it's not urgent. I'm like, what do you mean not urgent? He's in a wheelchair. He needs his shoulders to be able to move around. And they're like, yeah, but the ministry doesn't consider it urgent. But the doctor had written urgent on the requisition, but to our surprise, they called us in a couple weeks anyway. So I guess it did go through as urgent. Look, they got him in a toga. Look, it looks kind of hot though, doesn't it? Toga, 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 toga. See, now they can see your nice tattoos, which they've never seen before. You guys want to see his tattoos? He has a lady here,
Yeah, alien.
an alien. This is from what, the 90s, right?
Yeah.
So there's an alien lady, and then over here, it's supposed to be one of those where it's like, wait, stop moving around. It's good.
That's her shield.
Oh, that's her shield. But I always thought this was one of those where it's like supposed to be like you're looking inside the body.
Yeah, it is too. Like it's like double meaning, It's like Geiger-esque.
That's it, Geiger, exactly. I was trying to think of the name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very
cool.
popular at the time.
Yes.
Film in here and take pictures like that.
Well,
Like,
but it's his.
Yeah, but I'm
it's-
in it and you haven't.
No, you're
asked
not
for
in it.
anything.
I'm not putting you in it.
Well, you're pointing the camera right at
I'm
me
not
when I
at all
turned around.
interested in you and having you on film. Like zero
No, I know,
interest.
but it's not really something we do,
I'm
and
film-
you could ask.
But it's his medical information. If he wants me to
That's
film
fine.
it, I think it's legal. There's
Yeah,
no
but
right.
you
She
still have the
wasn't
courtesy
pointing
of-
at you.
No, I'm not.
Well, there was a camera
There's-
pointed at me.
No,
like,
at
when
the
I turned
screen.
around, there was
At the screen.
there was a phone. Anyway,
At
look,
the
I'm not
screen.
going to discuss
It's-
this with you.
It was at the
Um,
screen.
are you-
You guys, you might see like I look like I've been crying. It's because I couldn't help myself. I tried to film like just the screen where the ultrasound machine was doing, like while they were doing his shoulder, and the doctor like made it sort of like I was trying to film him. He got very defensive. He was like,
back of his head.
but it wasn't even because it was just a screen, but it was like I can't remember the words exactly, but it was really shocking. It's like he was very defensive and he treated me like I was like a bad person and like I was trying to get footage of him, and I told him I'm not interested in taking footage of you.
About you.
So I was telling him like I'm not interested in filming you. Why would I want to? And I just trying to like take some footage of the ultrasound. I mean, it's for you guys a little bit maybe to like add a visual, but it mostly was just for Gunnar because he would be interested. And the guy was just so hostile and toxic, and then he called the manager to come into the room, and we were talking, and I was like, but like I've filmed so many times doing a thing,
She
and
said, I don't know why he's so uptight, and then he turns around and he says, well, I didn't call you names.
yeah, well that's it.
Blah,
I said
This isn't pleasant.
I've said that like I've done this before, but I've never. I can't remember but I used the word uptight. But to me, uptight is like anxious or nervous or whatever, you know. Anyway, I mean,
Great offense to that.
he got very touchy, and the fact that I said uptight was like. It was like if I had called him an asshole or something. It was not even. It was semantics.
Like if this
but-
was England, we'd get a visit from the police saying we offended.
Yeah, because we used the word uptight. No, but you know what? It was just the vibe. The vibe was so toxic. It was like a toxic person. You know, a person that whatever you say, they'll like read meaning into it, like gaslighting, and it was just toxic. It was so toxic that I was like shaken. And after when I was leaving, I was like, oh my God, I just felt like I was treated so badly, and this doesn't usually happen to me. I'm not usually so sensitive, but it was more like just like on the vibes level, like, hey, Arron,
Yeah.
like the toxicity was so bad.
I know it's appalling. It's appalling.
It was like this like psychologically abusive kind of toxicity.
Yeah, you go to the metro.
Anyway, that's why I look upset, because I was just like, I was shocked.
Metro.
And I tried to explain several times, like, but we've done this many times. I've taken footage of like X-rays, but it didn't matter. Like, he was just a horrible, toxic person.
Green Avenue's there.
Toxic trait, anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna try to just get over this now. We'll have a coffee or something. But I really didn't hate that. You want to go get some food? Yeah, they have.
Stop filming me. It's not pleasant.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. Sorry, I didn't know you were gonna be so uptight about it. Oh, call the
Don't call me uptight.
call the police
I
on me.
didn't call you names. It's not pleasant.
You know what though? It's probably just as well that I cry, because like I've been under a lot of stress lately with a lot of different things, which I haven't even told you about. And I probably had a lot of tears bottled up, and it was like that was just like the thing that took the cork off, it just all came out, because Gunnar got the braces. And then he went back and they put these wires, and when he had the wires, he said that he couldn't eat comfortably, and he was kicking off like for the last week about how he wanted them off. And I was talking to the dentist, and I was trying to explain like, no, I know he's gonna get like used to it, but he's autistic and he's really inflexible, and he was, he figured that he was going to be eating in Mexico, and now he can't enjoy his food. And basically it was like threatening my vacation. Like I was so scared yesterday that, because I finally told him, listen, Gunnar, you're gonna have to keep them on, they're not coming off. And I was scared that he was either gonna like kick off really badly, or he was going to like refuse to go, or he was gonna say take it all off and then we wouldn't have braces, or make me take it off and pay again, which I don't know if I was gonna do. But I was really like worried about that. I didn't want to go to Mexico and he's gonna like refuse to leave the room and it's gonna ruin my vacation. Anyway, that was very stressful, but in the end he did get really mad. but then he handled it with a lot more maturity than he usually does, right? Like yesterday when we told him that he can't get the braces off.
Well, yeah.
He like you talked to him, but after
Yeah,
that,
it seemed to make some sense to him. So I told him like to be cool about it, you know. Won't ruin the whole holiday over this. It is what it is. You're stuck with them for 2 years. Going to Mexico is just part of it. Just like suck it up. If you make a big deal out of it, then it's gonna turn into a dark cloud. But if you just accept it now that that's the way it's gonna be, it's a bit of a compromise, you know.
but I'm amazed that he listened to you and he was cool about it, because in the past this kind of discussion didn't work. But I think that Gunnar, he's really gaining some maturity now. I can see that happening. Maybe it's his frontal lobes kicking in. Because if this happened when he was like 11 or 12 or even a couple, it would have been horrible. My vacation would have been absolutely ruined. Like when we went to Europe and everywhere we went, there was always a day where he refused to come out of the hotel room, you know, and it was kind of a scrap day. And I thought, like, well, we only have 5 days there, so I don't want to spend it in the hotel. Anyway, like, it was really stressful, so I'm glad that worked out okay. And I think today I was just like, that was like the last straw for me. But let's have a lunch now. We're gonna get some Chinese food. It was on fire in here a second ago. Those noodles look good. Should have gotten those. We have our food. As Arron has beef and broccoli. And I have this chicken with the crispy spinach. Is it good? It was really the spinach I wanted. I haven't had this in so long. Pretty good. Let's see about this chicken. Good quality. Well, we really picked a good place. This food is really good quality.
Yeah, it is good.
It's not like some crappy Chinese food that you get in the mall. It's like really good.
Yeah, it's very fresh broccoli. It's very nice.
Very tasty, yeah. What's it called? Dragon noodle. 5 stars. You know, in the meantime, I've been reading to try to understand the law. Just, I was under the impression that you are allowed to film. They're telling me you're not. And reading the law, it's clear that you are allowed to not only film, but surreptitiously record without even telling your doctor. Because the privacy law, it applies the same way it does to recording phone conversations. As long as one of the parties is involved, agrees to, consents to it, it can be recorded. So the laws regarding filming during a medical appointment, they apply to the staff, like the doctors and the nurses. They're not allowed to film you. They're not allowed to film your medical appointment or procedures, but you're allowed to film your own. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, pissed or disappointed. I feel like they need to know what the law is before they treat their patients like shit. But wait a minute. But it wasn't even about whether it was illegal. It was about him not being comfortable with being on camera, even though I told him I wasn't filming him. I was only filming the screen. And he made a really big deal out of it. And he treated me like a piece of shit and called in the manager as if I was going to do something. No, it was very disrespectful. It was very toxic. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this document, and I'm either probably going to give that doctor a bad review on Google Review, or I might have to take it up with the management of the clinic and tell them, listen, you can't treat your patients like this.
What about the ombudsman?
Yeah, well, exactly. Usually these clinics have an ombudsman because it was really upsetting. I was shocked. It was so toxic.
I was pretty proud of myself with that effeminate doctor. Is that when anybody disrespects Sonia, I get really mad. I might even blow up. And years ago I would have let him have it.
Yeah. That would have made it worse.
But now I guess the world is so fucking crazy now that there's so many people like that get like hyper offended all the time. And I just know I'm above that, and I'm not going to stoop to this person's
That's true. You
level.
didn't blow up. Yeah.
I mean, he's talking about how unpleasant it is, but he was the one that was really aggressive.
Yeah.
And he was really like unpleasant. You know, but they don't realize that
Horrible.
they're so full of them, so they're so in a hurry to take offense to things, you know, and this stupid system justifies that behavior. So
Well, they don't seem to know the law.
yeah, they don't.
The director didn't know it
They're
either.
telling her it's illegal and it's perfectly legal.
Yeah. The director didn't know it either.
I think the law is designed to protect yourself.
Yeah, because what if your doctor's abusive and what if he does something to you in the appointment? You are allowed to record it. It's just your doctor's not allowed to record you and you're not allowed to record other people.
Yeah.
But you can record the interaction. Arron's big day out, so we had to get a strawberry banana chocolate crepe. Might as well make it count while you're out and about.
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah, it's so much to eat for lunch. She's about to fall asleep. Hey, you know what, Arron?
Yeah.
I couldn't let it go. I went back to the clinic and I talked to that manager and I showed her
The law.
the law. I told her, look, there is no law that says we can't film. Only the staff can't film.
Yeah.
Wait, the staff can't film and we can't film other patients, but we can film all the stuff
Yeah.
that's with our interaction. And she was surprised and she said, oh, because we received an email from the company that patients were not allowed to video. And
Yeah, well, that's companies making laws again.
I don't know how that works, but I told her, well, if you have this policy, you have to put it on your website, because I checked the website. There's nothing on there and there's nothing in the law. So if you do have this, then rather than confronting and affronting the patient and their caregiver and making it out like, you know, we're trying to videotape the doctor to, you know, disseminate his image online for whatever reason,
Who would give a
as if
shit?
we want to, rather than make it about him and his comfort, just tell us that the clinic has a policy of not allowing any videography. That would have settled it. It's because he made it about him and he was so aggressive. But anyway, I told her this and she said, she asked me to email her the document. I even emailed her the PDF and she was like, okay, thank you. And let's hope it goes better for the next person. So that's it. Let's say goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
God bless.